Let me start with the obvious thing. I watched the Amazon Prime Thursday Night Football. You know you're in trouble in 2022 offensive NFL football when you trail 17-7 at home in the first half and the game feels over. And that's it for Mac Jones, Bill Belichick, and New England. 24-10 Buffalo. That's the most lopsided 14-point game ever played in the NFL. 14 first downs, only 21 minutes time of possession. It is a BB gun offense for the New England Patriots. Totally dink and dunk. Mac Jones had 22 completions, 6 were to a running back, 2 were to a special teamer, Marcus Jones. In fact, their big offensive play of the night went to a special teamer. A specially crafted and creative play. And that was it. That was their offense. And I think about this. You're a billionaire, you're Robert Kraft, and you're watching this post-Brady. And Kraft is closer to Brady than Belichick. In multiple books written about Bill, Ian O'Connor, Jeff Benedict, Seth Wickersham, you can tell there's been Kraft sourcing banging on Belichick's perpetual grumpiness. And his product is very average, and worse, it's boring. They're boring, and I don't know what the vision is. Bring Bill O'Brien back as offensive coordinator. Go ask Bama fans how happy they are with Bill O'Brien. He's their weakest offensive coordinator in probably about 7-8 years. They love Kiffin. They love Sark. They don't like Bill O'Brien. What is Robert Kraft thinking? I mean, Andy Reid got fired in Philadelphia, and he was going to NFC championships. Patriots are a mile from that. You think it's crazy, but I look at Robert Kraft and I wonder, what is he thinking watching this? Belichick's new reality as a defensive NFL head coach. For 10 years, he's not been able to draft and develop skill players. And then he went and spent $300 million a couple years ago. Whiffed on most of those, too. They have no dynamic players. Jacoby Myers. Receivers weak, tight ends weak, running back. Stevenson's a nice player. Nice player. But it's an offensive league, and Belichick's getting exposed, and he can't build or develop offensive players. And they look a mile behind Buffalo. This morning, they're a mile behind Miami, Cincinnati, Kansas City. And the walls are closing in. The AFC East now has got a great defense in the Jets, a great offense in Miami, and a Buffalo team that can be both. New England has no vision. What are they? And Belichick's staff and front office have been poached, so the staff is now failed ex-head coaches and his kids. I mean, so they lack kind of a brain power, a firepower upstairs. So it's, you can't win big in this league when you're average at quarterback, and I think Mac Jones, we'd all say this, not a shot. He's become what everybody, yourself, myself included, thought he's pretty average. Young quarterbacks are getting bigger, more athletic, stronger. The coaching's better. The league leans completely offense. And New England is, to me, Belichick either makes a big move at quarterback, goes into free agency, or goes to another team like the Chargers with Herbert, or this is how it's going to end. Just limping with your kids on the staff, your inability to fix the offense. Mac Jones is barking at coaches. Listen, if I'm Mac Jones, Mac is a really, really competitive kid. I think he looks around, and he doesn't have the trophies of Brady, but I wouldn't be shocked if Mac Jones isn't texting Brady. And like, bro, you had Josh McDaniels and Edelman, and you bailed. Like, this league has moved to one side of the ball, and Belichick's not good at it. His friends are on the defensive side. His allies are on the defensive side. And Mac Jones, Mac Jones is already, with one playoff appearance, barking at coaches. He talked about it after.
Obviously, just kind of let my emotions get to me, but, we're kind of playing from behind, and what I said was about throwing it deeper in the short game. I got to execute that part better, but it's the short game that we kept going to, which was working, but I felt like we needed chunk plays, and, I shouted that out to kind of get everyone going.
Cleveland, Belichick couldn't get the right quarterback. New England, he's got a solid quarterback but doesn't have the playmakers. Whenever, because fans are always arguing and defending, their average quarterbacks. If you've ever, as a fan, found yourself repeatedly complaining about play calling, you don't have a star quarterback. Nobody gives a rip about Mahomes and Burrow's play calling. You do not have a difference maker at quarterback if you're talking about play calling. That ain't it. You got to make plays. A star quarterback overcomes. Burrow overcomes a bad O-line to get to the Super Bowl. Mahomes has overcome shaky defenses, old offensive lines, injuries. Brady overcomes, not having consistently star wideout material. Man, you age fast in the NFL. Like, you age really fast.